Z, thank you so much for joining me today on the ABCs of Leadership. You came in for W. So tell me, what is your letter of the day? And you're welcome to introduce your topic and yourself. And let's hear what you're all about.
Hi, everyone, and thank you, Trina. I love what you're doing. I decided to be on W for winning in life. I'm a coach. I train people. I'm a marathon runner, Boston three-time qualifier, one-time finisher, marathon, and I love the idea of winning in life and having the attitude of winning. So
Mm,
that's why I decided to pick W from your ABC2 leadership.
I love that. Yes, because marathons, right? Somebody gets to win the marathon, but I think even just completing is a personal win for everybody who,
Yeah.
gets there, gets across the line, and sometimes even just showing up is the win for some people, right? But
Mhm.
awesome. So tell us more. Tell us more about your big wins in life and what you've got on the horizon.
So wins can be anything. Me moving to 5 countries, starting over and over again. And when you said showing up, I just realized sometimes you the accountability to someone. So either you have a coach, a trainer, or you're part of a group and community. And I remember when I was training to qualify for Boston, there was someone I decided to go in a running group, and I was training with very successful in business, in life, and as well very determined, more faster, way faster than me. And just showing up for a year, like actually showing up for 8 months, I cut so much of my time that even no one could believe how I qualified for Boston. That's another story. But there is someone that was running Boston when I was getting ready to qualify for Boston. She was running to prepare for Boston, and in the brutal Montreal winter, you're in Canada. I was living at the time in Montreal. Now I'm in Toronto. She will show up for our interval training in the snow because she knew I'll be there. And
Really?
she said to me so many times, I'm coming because of you.
Oh,
I'm coming to do my 20 kilometers or 20 miles because you're showing up.
wow.
That way of achieving greatness and completing the race is the mindset and the qualities that separate winners from everyone else.
Okay, so I'd love to just dig into that a little bit more because you said having the other person, right? So, like having the coach, any top athlete is going to have a coach to help them get across the line and win, right? Like if you want to play at the big game. And I like how you said too that accountability piece really helps us to win, right? Can you tell us more about that?
Well, first is the accountability to yourself. What did you promise to yourself? And you're accountable and responsible for your results or the results you don't have. And the accountability is like sometimes we need others to see us higher, which the coach is doing, and to push us higher. And I
Mm,
remember I was training for New York City Marathon, and New York City Marathon is tricky because it's the first Sunday of November, so the weather could be anything. And there's a lot of bridges. So it's not an easy race. It's a fun race because everyone is cheering you on the streets. And the bridges are tough because it's uphill. So my coach brought us at this uphill in Montreal in the summer, and I was hating. I was like, "What are you doing here? Like, I'm so slow. Am I gonna even do one hill?" And guess what? That year when I showed up at uh, the marathon from all the training, the day of the marathon was 60 miles per hour wind. So,
wow.
like, people were having this kind of beanbag, like just taking before, just to warm up before the start. And I didn't have, if I didn't have the attitude and the mental toughness, of completing the race and detaching from the result, because for sure with that kind of win against you, you cannot have. I had a personal best, however, I was like slower than normal, and just to be relentless of finishing, like I remember the last 2 3 kilometers, you're already coming into Central Park, and people start limping, people start like walking, giving up, and then I'm I'm running as fast as I can, because I already have the momentum coming in, and finishing that race, and
Wow.
celebrating with a burger from Shake Shack. So yeah,
Awesome.
accountability
Awesome.
for everything in life is
Okay, I just that part cut out. The part that's important in life. Say that again.
the importance of having someone that pushes your limit.
I love that. I love that. Yeah. I see that over and over and over. Yeah, just as like just even in our leadership space, right? Being together on a team, it's like you see people doing more, so then it lifts your in your mind, it lifts your idea of what's possible. And then we challenge each other, right? Like we have mentors that challenge us and coaches and trainers that are like, you can do more, you can do better. And there's definitely, yeah, like when the physical, I just find it so interesting so often how like these physical principles of running a marathon or like winning a race or like being on a team and playing a game against someone, it's like those physical analogies help us in our leadership life as well, right? Like, how does that translate? Like, how does your marathon running translate into your coaching?
Well, it translates when I know my purpose. I want something in life. I'm very determined on figuring things out. That's it. How to run a marathon, how to qualify for Boston, how to cut 20, 30 minutes of your previous marathon time to qualify. How to and it's everything with setting goals and having this very strong sense of purpose and the vision, and the resilience mindset in the face of challenges. So that's with anything. Like me having run few marathons, I've seen the resilience of people running marathons, like limping, or like I remember New York City Marathon. There was someone that was blind running it, and there was someone holding him running next to that person. Like I feel like I'm against the wind, but other people are against other odds. And
Right.
being that self discipline, and it's like business, personal life, personal goals, sports, everything emphasizes the significance of self discipline, focus, and the perseverance of on the pursuit of success. So that's what when I coach people, I love to see them win. And the sad part of winning is that winning doesn't forgive. So either you achieve the results and the goals, either you don't, and there is no forgiveness there, and you get to ask yourself why it didn't happen, and then shift, and then try again and try again. And that's the same as thinking about my aunt. My aunt wanted to be a medical doctor,
Mhm.
and she the first year she had F, I think, or D in the exam. The second year when she tried, she had a B. It was not enough. And the third year she had an A, and she went and she graduated medical school. So
Wow, she didn't
um,
stop, she didn't give up.
yes, in medical school, like first it was hard to get in for her, like it's hard getting in. That's the easiest part in my opinion, because then completing the studies is another hurdle, and medical school is not easy because my sister went to medical school, but it's the same everywhere you go. The self-belief, the positive thinking, the visualization, the action you take towards that winning attitude.
There's a lot to unpack there. Like, you went over a lot of different points, but these are things that you do with your clients, right? Like, you go through because you said visualization, like the thinking, the affirmations, right? Like, and
Mhm.
having and being accountable are those things that help you get to that winning goal, right?
Yes, yes. Well,
Awesome.
we create a game plan, and then we go with that game plan. We go and we stretch ourselves towards, for instance, if you want to go to medical school, go and hire tutors, go and hire the best teachers, shift something in the way you memorize. Like, there's always something better that you can do.
I love that. I love that because this just makes my heart sing, Z, because so many people just like we just give up. And I've seen that in myself so many times, where it's like I'm going for something and then it's like for me it's usually I get distracted with something else. But it's just, there's some goals that it doesn't matter how slow I work at them, just like your ants, like I'm going for it. Like if I have to try again in another year, another 5 years, like I'm going for that goal, right? So I love that just that invitation to persevere and to find someone else who's doing it and has it figured out and make it easy on yourself by going with someone who knows how to get there, right?
Mm. And don't give up if you have the vision to go to law school or to do something specific with your life, which my aunt was very specific. I want to be a doctor, and there is nothing else that would stop me of being a doctor, which is
Yeah,
crazy. If you think about that, how many people give up? How would I have given up? I already have one marathon under my belt, but um, it was like I needed to cut 50 minutes of my time to qualify for Boston. So run one marathon and then the wind, and then decide to do another one. 6 months later, I cut 35 minutes in 6 months from my marathon time, and everyone was like, "Are you on drugs? What are you eating?" And I'm like, "No." Every day during the winter, I was running different distances. I was in the gym, and when you have that goal and goal of mine, and you know that you want it, and you know that it's possible, and you have people that believe in you, which
yeah,
are my coaches and trainers, they already raised my game and vision of myself. Because
yeah,
so many times we can be in self-doubt, we can be, is that possible, am I training for nothing, I do so much cross training in spinning classes and all the stuff, and is that going to help me the day of
right.
the race? And then you run, and then you see that you overcome your limit, and
Yeah,
that's the inspiring part, when you know that you overcome your own limit, and then you raise the game to achieve something else in life. It's your evidence that you, and the evidence could be you getting your driving license. That's an achievement. Like, it's not everyone that can get a driving license. It's something.
mm.
So everyone starts small and then continue with raising the standard in the game you're playing.
I love that. I love that because I just heard you, like, just even with the example of a driver's license, like, celebrate the small wins, right? Like, just celebrate the fact that if you got the F, that you're gonna try again. And if you didn't do it, you didn't make it this time, you'll try again next time. Like, just celebrate yourself for every little win. Like, oh, I got up and got outside on that mountain today, whatever. Were you on Mount Royal out in
Yes,
Montreal?
that's where I was training in the winter. So
Yeah.
when you
I
train for Boston, well, even when I was training to qualify for Boston, I did also a marathon, which is amazing. You get to train in winter, and then for a Sunday long run, and you don't know the weather, and then your eyebrows can be frozen, like your skin and everything, but you push through,
yeah.
you push through, and then you see, you reap the results eventually.
Mhm.
I
Okay,
just want to say eventually, because
eventually.
um, you're gonna reap the results anyhow. But
Mhm.
let's not set a timeline of our dreams.
Yeah.
You learn as you go.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that. Don't set a timeline in your dreams. So we've been talking a lot about like the marathon analogy. Where do you coach people in life? because you do life. Tell us more about your coaching. Who the type of people and the type of wins that you coach your clients to.
Well, one of the biggest things I focus on is confidence techniques, where I focus on different techniques how to build your confidence. I work with divorced women as well. Divorced women and men, but mostly women. And
Yeah.
on the other side, I teach how to overcome phobia of public speaking and doing presentation and speaking with authority. And I'm doing a class that starts on Tuesday. I think you have the link on presentation skills.
Right. Yeah. The
It's still
confidence,
a
your
part of the
confidence class.
confidence. Yeah, it still has confidence in it because you are showing up different. A lot of sales techniques. I'm licensed in neuro linguistic programming, and that's some of the techniques I'm going to use for persuasion and for overcoming phobia.
Awesome. Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
excited. I'm so excited. Yeah. So we'll put that in the link. And yeah, where people can find you if they want more. So any like just final wrap up. Thank you so much for meeting with me today, Zee. And any final little like summary or little advice for people to find that win in life.
Well, find something that aspires you to achieve greatness and go after it.
Love it. Yeah.
Yeah, don't fuel your journey to success with something that aspires you.
Fuel your journey to success with something that inspires you. Thank you so much. I love that. Take care. God bless. And to the whole world,
Thank you.
go and win it today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take